Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And today we're gonna look at my spring palette recap. So I'm gonna share with you how much I've used all of these palettes, if I've been able to hit pan on any of these, if I still love them as much as I used to, or if I've noticed any like problems with these palettes, which obviously like that can happen, especially for the older palettes, and if I have some kind of update on my reviews of these palettes. So all of that will be in this video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, especially eyeshadows, and I love to film these seasonal eyeshadow palette collection where I usually pick like top 10 eyeshadow palettes for that season. And after and at the end of the season, I come back and share with you how much I've used these products, what I think about these palettes, and if I've noticed anything irregular or strange about them. So anyways, that's kind of for the intro. I've already filmed my summer eyeshadow palette collection. It should be like a couple of videos back. I will definitely link it in the little corner. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So first up, I have the Colourpop and Winnie the Pooh Sweet as Can Be palette. This gorgeous one. I've had this one for 2 years now. It's not my favorite from Colourpop when it comes to quality, but I mean it's too pretty to get rid of. It also has like this really cute quote here, and this is how she looks like. She has kind of that like I still don't know how you call these, like honey shapes. I know I already was wondering about how this is called in the previous video, like the spring palette collection video, and did I look it up? No, I still don't know how these are called. I know I've heard it at some point, but I don't know. So yeah, this is how she looks like. I've used this one 4 times. We went from 41 uses to 45 uses, so I haven't used her all that much, but she is a little bit older. She's not my favorite quality. She has some couple nice shades, but I'm kind of missing some like matte green shade here, but I do love the green shimmers. I think they're really cute. And yeah, but I've been like reviewing a lot of products, and also I have a lot of newer palettes in my collection, so, and I always forget about this one for some reason, so only 4 times. Maybe I'm gonna get some uses out of her in the summer. We'll see. Then another Colourpop palette is the Tinkerbell palette. This is the Sprinkle a Little Magic palette. Mine looks a little bit different. The 3 top shades are from they're like singles, or they're from other palettes, so you know the original shades are only the 6 at the bottom. And this one, I haven't used this one as much either, but we went from 26 uses to 32 uses, so I've used her 6 times, so I did a little bit better with this one. And I don't think anything major happened with this one. I think the pan was already there 3 months ago, so I don't think that's new. What else? I mean, I like her, especially now that I've added the matte yellow. This one is the Big Smile shade from Colourpop. It's like a single from them. I do really like this color story, and I think it's perfect for like spring and summer. And I have it in my summer shadow palette collection as well. I really hope I'm gonna be able to pan this shade because I'm really close, or at least I think there's like a proper dip, and the Colourpop pans are pretty shallow, so I feel like we could do that soon. But yeah, so far I only used her 6 times in spring, and we're at 32 uses, as I said. Also, another Colourpop palette that I'm wearing today and that I'm reviewing. By the time you're watching this, the review should be already up, because I think I posted it on Monday. I don't know if it was last week or the week before for you, but yeah, it's the Pokemon palette. That's the newest palette from Colourpop, and the newest palette that I currently have. And yeah, so that's what this look is about. and how I achieved it. Then another palette. This one is from Oden's Eye and it's the Earthwood palette. So this is the Oden's Eye in collaboration with Fancy Face. It's their latest collab collection. And the Earthwood. When I was filming my spring palette collection video, I haven't touched this one yet. It was like new in my collection. So we went from 0 uses to 9 uses. I've used her 9 times. And this is how she looks like. She's very pretty. She has a lot of neutrals that I'm not really that into, but the greens are stunning. Love this shimmer shade. It's gorgeous, and I do like the purples as well. I think it's really well made palette, and I have nothing but to say about this one. Like, I love her. The quality is gorgeous. I think the only thing, a couple times when I've tried the shade Petal, it was a little bit dustier and it layered a little bit worse than others, but it wasn't all the time. It was just sometimes. So I don't know if it's just in with certain shades. I think when I was using it with the shade Vitality, it gave me troubles, but when I was using Vitality at the beginning, then this neutral one in the crease, and then like topped it with the Petal shade, it was okay. So I don't know, maybe it just needs the matte neutral shade first. I don't know, but yeah. I've used her 9 times so far, and I think she's very pretty. She's small, she's cute, and I love her. And another palette from that collection is the Spring Dragon palette by Judy and Colourpop. Sorry, and Oden's Eye. This one is a very pastel palette. I've used this one 8 times, so we went from 0 to 8 uses. And this one is very pretty. I feel like some of these shades, I mean, I know that Judy isn't too much of a bright colors and like super poppy shimmers type of person. I know she goes for more like that airy style. I would like if some of these shades were a little bit more pigmented, like the shade Scalding, is it? No, sorry, Seedling. I don't know what I'm reading. Seedling. It takes a bit of time for me to like build it up so that you can see it. The same goes with this shade called Hun. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but also like I have a little bit of green in my undertone, and this is very like my skin tone type of depth. So that's that. And then this shade, it's a little bit too satiny for me to like love it. The rest is beautiful, but this one could be a little bit less satiny in my opinion. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. Otherwise, I really like her. I've used her 9 times and sorry, I've used her 8 times, and I did really enjoy playing with her, and I love the packaging. It's really like inspiring for me because it has a lot of pretty shades next to each other, so I can really get inspired by the packaging as well. Then what else? Then we have the I forgot to bring my Ensley Rain Twisted Tea Party palette, which is a magnetic palette that I've built on my own. Like, I've used multiple different brands to build the color story inside because I didn't want to buy the original Ensley Rain palette, but for some reason I forgot to bring it here with me. So if I'll find some kind of like a little short video of her, I will put it over this one. If I will not, I will link the video where I've built the palette so you can see how it looks like. I've used my Terramoon shades, my Mika Beauty Shop shades, and a couple of Colourpop singles to build that one, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I've used this palette 9 times during the spring. We went from 7 uses to 16 uses, and I do love especially the Terramoon shades. I think they're my favorite, as well as the Mika Beauty Shop, but I think I only have like 2 Mika Beauty Shop shades there. But I love the Terramoons ones, and I definitely need to buy more Terramoon shades. From Colourpop, I do really like their singles, like the matte singles, but I'm not a fan of their shimmers, and I mean, I kind of knew that before, but I think now, especially after reviewing the Pokemon palette, I'm not a fan of ColourPop shimmers. I don't think I've ever loved their shimmers. Like, there are a couple of shimmers that I can get by, but I don't think I've ever really loved any of them, and I kind of wish that they would step up their shimmer game a little bit. But maybe I'm the only one who wants that. Then, next palette that I finally have here with me is the Hella palette by Uden's Eye. So this is their collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. This one is 2 years old. Yeah, I think I got it the same, like kind of at the same time as the Winnie the Pooh palette. So this is how she looks like. She's been used a lot. We went from 51 uses to 56 uses, so I've only used her 5 times throughout the spring, but I'm definitely gonna use her some more in the summer. And I feel like the shade Venom, this one, and this multichrome, they're so close to pan. Like, I can see that it's not far from happening. I love the mattes, love the shimmers. It's just a perfect formula. She's still just as good as I remember her. No issues with her whatsoever. And yeah, she's still holding up strong, and she still works wonderfully. Like, if somebody would give it to me and said like this is the newest palette from the brand, I would definitely believe it, because it's such a great quality, and she's one of my favorite palettes in my collection. So she is definitely gonna get more uses in the future as well. Then another palette is the ColourPop Legend of Korra palette. I do really like this one. This is really great palette. I did switch up a couple of shades, this one and this one, so they're not originally from this palette, but I do really like this palette. I'm already nearly out of this shade. This is like one of their jelly formula shades called Rebel Spirit. I use it on my cheeks as a highlighter, and as you can see, there's not much left. So I think we're gonna be able to pen that one soon and have like and I'm gonna be able to change it up a bit. And what else? I do really like these shades. I love the greens, I love the blues. The blues are my favorite from this palette. The yellows are also really pretty. And we went from 31 uses to 36 uses, so I've used her 5 times. And I'm definitely gonna get more uses out of her in the summer as well. Did I put her in my summer collection? I think I did, but I'm also not completely sure, so who knows. Then another palette, one of the newer palettes from this bunch, even though not as new as the Oden's Eye palette, is the Frog's Tales by Mio Makeup. This is a beautiful kind of fairy tale inspired palette. It's very small, very beautiful, and the inside is also very nice. I love the green blue 9 pen that we have going on at in the lower portion of the palette. I'm not really that impressed with, I don't really use the neutrals because I just don't love neutrals on me. But I do think that this shade is quite nice. This one with the greens is also kind of nice. Love the blues. Like, this blue shimmer is almost touching the pan. Like, I've used it a lot. And then also the greens are beautiful. I just really like the color selection of this. You have 2 glitters. I don't really love pressed glitters, but they look really pretty in the palette. And we went from 3 uses to 9 uses, so I've used her 6 times so far, and I need to definitely use her some more because she's so pretty and I just love her. And I think they did a great job. And by the way, Mio Makeup is a Polish brand, and I think this palette is still up. So if you're from Europe, I think it was like 27 euros or 25 euros, something like that. I think it's less than 30 euros. So, and it's great quality, especially the mattes. They're so buttery smooth and wonderful, and the shimmers are also really nice. I don't love the glitters, but otherwise it's stunning palette. Then I have the Serpent palette by Makeup Beauty Shop, another European brand. This is from France, and oh my god, she is so pretty. She came out last year. This is how she looks like. You have like neon, some mid-tone shades, couple darker shades. All of these shimmers are so wet looking and sparkly and beautiful. You have couple multi-chromes, duochromes. This is really gorgeous quality. I haven't touched her all that much in the spring because I have new palette from Mika, which is the Earth Wizards palette, and I've been kind of reviewing that one, so I haven't touched this all that much, but we went from 24 to 28 uses, so we've used her 4 times, and she's just really, really pretty, and I do touch her a lot all throughout the year, so I'm definitely getting more uses in her in the next couple of months as well, because she just really inspires me, and I like the quality. The mattes are buttery smooth, the shimmers wet looking, sparkly, gorgeous, fairy-like, very, very beautiful. And then the last palette that we have is the Delicious Delights palette by Cosmic Brushes. We went from 22 to 26 uses, so I've used her 4 times. And I still love her just as much as I did love her last year. She's very, very pretty. I really fell in love with all of these shades. I think they're all stunning, and I love the color selection. You have a lot of different options in this one, and love the mattes. Like, I get so inspired every time I see this palette. Like, they're just the undertones and the color selection and everything. They really did something good here. And yeah, love her. Used her a lot. As I said, we're already at 26 uses now. And she's in my summer palette collection as well, so I'm definitely gonna get a lot more uses in the summer when I'll hopefully have time to like really focus on my palettes, because I hope that I'm not gonna buy as much new makeup in the summer, and then I'm gonna kind of have time to really use up what I have and focus on that and stuff like that, because I want to get some good uses out of my collection. So that's kind of all the palettes that I've been focusing on in the past 3 months. In total, I've used them all 60 times, like when you count it all together, which that's quite nice when it comes to the fact that I've used this palette collection for 3 months, so 60 uses, that's like 2 months worth of use, and I've had a lot of palettes that I was reviewing, and usually when I review a palette, I film like 3 initial looks, and then I try to use her multiple times to make sure that every single shade is used at least 3 times. So I think this is really good, considering that the only new palettes in this bunch were the 2 Udens Eye palettes and then the Frog's Tales palette. Otherwise, all of these are like a year old or older than that. So, I think I was doing quite a bit, and I'm really going through my collection and trying to, keep using everything kind of in rotation, because if some palettes turn bad or they just don't work the way that I want them to, I want to be able to immediately know that and take them out of my collection, because I don't want to keep makeup that doesn't work or that isn't good anymore or that just doesn't make me happy anymore. So this way, kind of like rotating it around, I can make sure that all of the palettes are used and like all of the makeup is used, and notice any weird things happening, or just, notice if I fell out of love with something. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you participate in these like seasonal collections, and if you've been tracking it, let me know how much you've used your collection for spring. Let me know if you have any of these palettes, and let me know what are your summer picks for this year, or a palette that you would like to get for summer. That's also, I think, nice thing to know. And anyways, that's it for today. Hope you have a great day, and I will be very happy to see you in my next video. So bye.